What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today what we got here is the Helifar B3 Epik. It is a GPS 5G Wi-Fi 1080p remote tiltable DVR equipped FPV camera RC quadcopter ready to fly. So let's open up the box and check it out. All right, everything is out of the box, and here is the quadcopter. It is looking very familiar, and the quadcopter that it looks very familiar with is the JJRC X5 Epik. Now, I've done a review on that quadcopter, so I have the remote control from it, and I tried it out on this quadcopter, and it works, and it is compatible with this quadcopter as well. So this one is called the Helifar B3 Epik, so it even has the same name as well, Epik. Now, it has a different graphics and it comes in a different color, but everything about this quadcopter is absolutely identical to the X5 Epik. And as you recall, the X5 Epik is a clone of the MJX Bugs5w. So I tried the remote control from the MJX Bugs5w on this Helifar B3 Epik, and it is compatible as well. So all of them are sharing the same exact circuitry as well as the camera, so they are all compatible with each other. And here is a take a look at the remote control, and it is identical to the Bugs5w and the JJRC X5 Epik remote control as well. So let's go ahead and knock off all of the stuff that came in the box, and then we'll come back to the quadcopter and the remote control. Here is a bag of O-rings, a prop removal tool, and a screwdriver, just like the other quadcopters. And here is a connector to make it into a 2S balance plug for the battery. And here is the balance charger USB connector, and here's the phone clip, ball and socket joint phone clip, just like the other ones. And here is a full set of extra props, and the instruction booklet is identical too. This one just comes with a thank you note by Helifar, and here is the quick start guide, and it is identical just like the other rest, just like the shape of the remote control, and it tells you everything you need to know how to get this quadcopter up in the air and all of the functions of the remote control directly on this quick start guide. So this is very nice. And also this one comes with different instruction booklet in different languages. They got 3 of them, one in English and a couple of different languages as well, so that is very nice. And here are the batteries that it comes with. They come with 2 this time, so this is a little different. So very, very nice. Each of these will provide you with about a 16 to 18 minute flight time, and these are the same identical batteries as the Bugs5w and the X5 Epik. It is the 7.4 volt 1800 milliamp 25C batteries, but it is nice that this one comes with 2, because these guys take a very long time to charge, maybe about 3 to 4 hours, maybe even more, to fully charge these batteries. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the quadcopter a little bit up close. All right, so here's a take a look at the quadcopter up close, and it is looking just fantastic. I just love the design of the JJRC X5 Epik, and this is identical to that quadcopter, so it is looking just awesome. Just different color with some different graphics. I just love the fact that the landing legs jut out from each of the motor pods, so you will stick that landing no matter where you land this quadcopter. And it comes with the same brushless motor. It is the 1806 1800 kV motors, and I do believe it is the same brushless motor that comes with the MJX Bugs3 as well. Here's the Wi-Fi 1080p FPV remote tiltable adjustable angle FPV camera, and this will take some nice photos and videos as well in 1080p, and you can record your photos and videos directly to the micro SD card, which I have inserted a 32 gigabyte micro SD card, and I do believe that is the maximum gigabyte micro SD card that this quadcopter supports, or this camera supports. And here's the battery bay, and all you do is slide the battery right in here and push it all the way in, and that will turn on the quadcopter, because it does not have a power on and off switch. And all you do is rotate this little dial and lock the battery into place so it doesn't accidentally slide off. And because it has the same circuitry as the JJRC X5 Epik as well as the Bugs5w, I do expect it to perform very good as well. just like the counterparts. And it also will have the return to home, the failsafe return to home, and the 2 phases of the low voltage return to home. All right, so I'm anxious to test that functions out. So let's take a look at the remote control. Here is the remote control, and it is looking identically the same as the MJX Bugs5 and the X5 Epik remote control. Here's the 1 key to take off and 1 key to land. Here's the lock and unlock button. Here's the return to home, photo and video button, on and off switch, GPS on and off, as well as the headless mode on and off. And on the side there's the rotary dial to adjust the angle of the FPV camera, the tilt adjustable FPV camera. There's 2 buttons on the back, but they are non-functional, and this remote control will take 4 AA batteries. Now it's supposed to have a distance of 500 to 600 meters, and that is what it says in the product page, but we all know from before that it will go up to 999 meters, so that will be awesome as well. Hopefully this quadcopter will perform just as well. And the Wi-Fi phone app is a 5G Wi-Fi connectability, so that will have a FPV video feed for about 200 to 300 meters as well. All right, so let's go and test out the Helifar B3 Epik and see if it performs just like the JJRC X5 Epik and the MJX Bugs5w. All right, here we go with the test flight of the Helifar B3 Epik, and it is the next day because yesterday the wind started to pick up so much that I wasn't able to do any flying. So here we are at a brand new location, and it is another beautiful day out here. A little bit of clouds, but that is nothing compared to what was happening yesterday. So we are just about ready to go with the Helifar B3 Epik. So let's go ahead and power this baby up. Lock the battery. Alright, so we got the lights flashing and the ESCs have sung their song. So let's go ahead and turn on the remote. Alright, I believe that was a double beep indicating that we are ready to calibrate the accelerometer. So what you want to do is rotate the quadcopter horizontally 360 degrees about 3 times. So I'm going to do it this way so you guys can see the lights, and at which time the lights will turn darker green. There you go, darker green. Now what you want to do is face the quadcopter nose up and rotate it again 360 degrees, and at which time the darker green lights will turn solid red in the front and solid green on the bottom. There you go, solid red on the top and lighter solid green on the bottom. That means that we do not have all of the satellites required for our GPS, so we're going to have to wait for that. So let's go ahead and put it back on the table. Alright, so let's wait until the lighter green light in the back turn solid green, and that could take a while, ranging from about, sometimes it just goes automatically like that, but this is a new location, so it is searching for GPS. A beautiful day at the park. I don't see anybody here at all except that one car way down there. So we are good to go. Let me take a look at the remote control here and see. They're still indicating 0 satellites. So we're going to have to wait. And there you go. Solid green lights all of a sudden. And we have acquired 13 satellites, so we are good to go. So let's go ahead and calibrate the gyros. Both sticks to the bottom and to the left. As you can see, the lights are flashing rapidly, and they will come solid once again, and that will conclude our calibrations. So let's go ahead and start up the phone app. Alright, I'm connected to the drone Wi-Fi network, and let's go ahead and start up the phone app. Enter the interface, green arrow, and hopefully we got some Wi-Fi FPV, and there we go. Alright, check it out. There's a little bit of latency, but it is looking fine. 1080p, I believe it's 720p on the display screen here. So let me go ahead and start the screen record. Alright, there we go. Screen is recording, And we also have the maps here, but I am not getting any maps at all. Let me center my location and zoom. Oh wow, I'm not getting any map at all in this location here, so I won't be able to use the maps. But then again, I'm not going to use the maps today because I want to check out using the video feed from the Wi-Fi FPV, as well as do some of the return to home, fail-safe return to home, and check out the low voltage return to home and make sure that is functioning well on the Helifar B3 Epik. So let's go ahead and put this phone on the phone clip. And check it out, guys. I got a Mophie case on my iPhone 6 Plus, and the phone clip will hold the iPhone 6 Plus with the Mophie case on, so that is just awesome. And I do have a 32 gigabyte micro SD card on the quadcopter, the camera. So let's go ahead and take some photos first. Let me take the phone off the clip and take some photos. All right, so let's point it that way. And it says photo success. Okay, twice. There you go, photo success. Oh, turning out to be a beautiful day. It did rain somewhat this past week, so we do have some wet grounds. But everything seems a lot more cleaner due to the rain, which is always a good thing. Photo of the Rocky Mountain there, and half. And let's not forget about the landing pad. All right, today we're going to get a use of the landing pad because we're going to use that as the home point. So we have taken some photos. Now let's turn it to the video and take some video. And the red indicator is indicating a countdown, so we are taking a video. So what I'm going to do is, that is the interface of this app, and it is identically the same as the Bugs5w app, as well as the JJRC X5 Epik app. And let me go back to the map here. No, I'm still not getting any map. All right, so there's an eye icon where you can hit that and it takes everything off the screen. So I'm going to leave it like that and record like this. Let me just make sure I got screen record, and the video is recording onto the micro SD card. So let's go ahead and place the phone back on the phone clip and check it out. So you can arm the motors by both sticks to the bottom and in. There you go. And both sticks to the bottom and out will disarm the motors. And also just throttling down and holding it will disarm the motors as well. And also you can use this 1 key to unlock and 1 key to lock. So short pressing of it will unlock the motors or arm the motors, and then long pressing of it will disarm the motors, all right, or lock the motors. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock the motors and then use this 1 key to take off and land button. So let's check it out. There you go, automatic takeoff. And we got GPS position hold. I do have the GPS turned on, and I think I do have the headless mode turned off. So let me see, let me go forward, let me go left, let me go right, let me turn, let me go forward. Yeah, headless mode is turned off. Nice. Always a pleasure to fly one of these GPS quadcopters. And this one is no different than the MJX Bugs5w, and the Bugs5w is just awesome. All of the Bugs GPS quadcopters work fantastically well with all of the GPS functions. So let's go ahead and pull it, grab it, and pull it away and let go. And check it out. It goes back to the position hold spot. That is just awesome. All right, so let me go up and let me go ahead and turn off the GPS and check it out. It is drifting away, and that is what happens when you are flying without GPS. So when you turn on the GPS, it will hold this position once again. So let me go ahead and fly it without the GPS first and see what's going on with the Wi-Fi phone app here. All right, let me do some FPV. Okay, yaw that way, and let me go forward. Let me go up in altitude. Oh, this thing is nice. Oh, there is a little bit of breakup and a stutter. Let me turn, go towards the park and the horse grounds over here, and turn around. Okay, let's check out the cabin. Let me go up in altitude a little bit more. Oh yeah, awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the GPS and check it out. GPS position hold. All right, let's check out the tilt action of the camera here. Oh yeah, looking straight down. Oh, it moves very fast too. So let me try and move it. Man, it's hard to move it slow. Yeah, it does have a very fast movement going up and down. But it does work, so that is nice. All right. Okay, let me put it back upright, and let me go ahead and yaw towards my location here. There I am. Nice. I'm going to turn off the GPS once again and fly it without GPS, but it does still have altitude hold. So coming towards myself, going down in altitude, and going down a little bit, and let's see where it is, right here. And it's still drifting because I do not have GPS. All right, so let me turn the GPS back on. There we go. Position hold. Nice. Let me bring it down somewhat, right around here, and hit the 1 key to land. And it will come down, and I'm going to direct it so that it'll land on my landing pad. So we can go ahead and mark that as our new home point. And it comes down very slow and gently. And look at that. It stopped and it's hovering right at that safe altitude, and it is slowly coming down. Awesome feature. Just terrific. Look at that. Okay. Let me land right there. And then the motors should shut off by themselves. Yeah, the motors shut off by themselves. Very nice. So 1 key to takeoff, 1 key to land works very well, as well as some of the Wi-Fi video feed. That is working pretty good too. So let's go ahead and arm the motors. Bolt sticks to the bottom and in, arms the motors, and let's go ahead and manually take off. Nice. Awesome. It does have 16 to 18 minutes of flight time, so let me go ahead and send it out way over there, and let's see where I'm going. Right, I am flying with GPS on, and there you go. That is the location where I go sometimes to fly when the park is closed. Sometimes I come here too early and the park is still closed, so I go over here and fly as well. So let me go right around here, and that should be my spot right around there. And I have kind of a video freeze. Yeah, it is frozen in time, and it is getting back. I see the propeller spinning, so let's go ahead and hit that return to home button. And I see the quadcopter way over there. It's just a dot in the sky. Let's see how far it is. The height is only, it is registering only 8 meters. It's a lot higher than that. Let's see, the distance is 145 meters. All right, so let me go ahead and hit that return to home button. I see it rising up in altitude, and it's going up, and it is registering in at 15 meters height, and the distance is now closing in. It is returning to home. So you can never lose this quadcopter because it's got GPS, and that is why it is so nice to fly one of these things. Even if you are a beginner, you are able to fly it because it flies itself just about. All right, here we go, right on top of the landing pad, and hopefully it lands right on the landing pad. Let's go ahead and check it out. So it hovers in that location for a little while, for a long while actually, and it is starting to come down. Let's see, that's the landing pad. I think it's going to miss it by a few feet, it looks like. not bad. Yep, just about a couple of feet maybe. Just trying to get closer look. Alright, so that is the smart return to home button. And with that smart return to home button, while it's coming back, you are able to hit that home button one more time, return to home button one more time, and regain control of the quadcopter. So that's what we're going to do now. So let's go ahead and arm the motors once again and manually take off. And let me go up in altitude a little bit so it registers in a little bit higher. Looks like 16 meters. Distance is 0. Let's push it out. And it is just booking over there. Alright, so let's stop right around there. And it's got position hold, so it is checking itself out. Let me go ahead and yaw and see if I can yaw. Yep, I can yaw, but there's a freeze in video. So yeah, it has stopped. Let me let go of the sticks and wait a little bit, see if I regain video feed, and I'm looking at the rocks now. Alright, it doesn't matter which way you're looking at. If you hit that return to home button, it'll still come back this way. So let's go ahead and hit that return to home now. And it didn't rise up in altitude that much because it already has some altitude. So it is making its way back. It's booking its way back here. Check it out. So I'm going to hit that return to home button one more time. And the quadcopter stops dead on its tracks. Now I have regained control of it. So awesome. Nice. Love this quadcopter, man. Love the Bugs5w and the JJRC JJ Pro X5 Epik. It's just carefree flying. And these are very light. It's not one of those quadcopters where you just carry a camera and a gimbal. This is more of a sporty flyer, so it's really nice. And check it out. I'm able to Wi-Fi FPV with this thing. So that is just awesome, man. Nice. Alright, so the quadcopter is way over there. And let me go ahead and book it towards the outside location here one more time so I can see it without looking at the sun. And there it is, way out there. So it has come to a hover and it has a position hold. What I'm going to do is turn off the remote control and see what happens, demonstrating or simulating the failsafe return to home. So let's go ahead and turn it off. I'm at a height of 22 meters and a distance of 74 meters, and I still have 3 bars left on the battery level indicator. So turning off the remote, and at which time it will take about 6 seconds or so for it to realize that it has been disconnected, and I do see it coming back. Check it out. This is the failsafe return to home, and it will land where it took off from once again until you regain connection to the quadcopter, and at which time I have regained connection and it is coming down. But you know what? I see the red light is blinking. So, and the transmitter is sending out 3 beeps and it is coming down. It is still carrying out the failsafe return to home. I'm going to hit the return to home button to regain control. So even though it is coming down, you can still regain connection and regain control with the remote control if you hit the return to home button. Now what we are in is the first phase of low voltage return to home, in which if it was away 300 meters and if it was away in height 100 meters, then it will perform the failsafe or the low voltage return to home and land itself, just like how it was doing with the smart return to home and the failsafe return to home. But we are within that 300 meter and the 100 meter height, so it is giving us just 3 beeps. So we are able to still fly around, and it gives us a little bit of an opportunity to finish what we are doing, video taking or what have you not, and then it will enter into the phase 2 of low voltage return to home, in which at that time it will come back and land itself. So we're going to just fly around, and this phase right here is indicated by these 3 beeps from the remote control, as well as 2 bars left on the battery life indicator on the quadcopter. So very, very nice. Same exact quadcopter as the MJX Bugs5w and the JJRC JJ Pro X5 Epik. Let me see if I can still do some FPV here. There's the mountain, the ridge line. It's always nice to look at that. And let me go ahead and yaw very slowly, taking the sights. And so far there's no lag or latency on my video feed, so I'm having a pretty good experience doing the Wi-Fi FPV. There is some freeze frames here and there if you go too far away, but all in all it's pretty decent. Beautiful day, isn't it? Oh yeah, the sun is kind of almost getting hit by those clouds. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alright, let me go out and about towards that field outside of the park and check it out. The lattice of the roads. Yeah, from up here looks pretty cool. And that's my location right there in the middle, or to the right somewhat. Just awesome. Alright, I lost video feed and I don't know where I'm looking at. Okay, I'm looking at the park now, so I'm gonna forward pitch, let go of my sticks because I lost video again. It froze in time. Okay, so I'm looking towards the park. I'm gonna pitch forward and it is coming towards the park where the trees are, and I lost video once again. Yeah, there I am once again. Yeah, it goes on and off if you are too far away, and it is showing me I'm about 150 meters away. So it doesn't have the very best Wi-Fi FPV with this 5G Wi-Fi network, as I have experienced with previous 5G Wi-Fi quadcopters. But the video is, however, very clear. I would actually rather prefer the 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi and use the Wi-Fi repeater. That usually gives me a lot better distance. Oh, look at that. Now we have one bar showing, and it is a constant beeping, and that is indicating that we are in phase 2. And there is the quadcopter way up there. It is about 52 meters up, and the distance is 0, so now it will start making its way down. And that is the low voltage return to home, the phase 2. So perfect performance so far with this Helifar B3 Epik. Very nice. I'm going to stand out of its way and let's see where it lands. It is coming down. It's just an awesome quadcopter, guys. Get yourself one of these if you are into a affordable budget GPS quadcopter, because it is just carefree flying. There you go. Coming down. Looks like it's going to land on the landing pad too. The red lights in the back is just blinking away, and there you go. It's coming down. There I am. Hello. How you doing? Look at that. It's going to make it almost on the landing pad. So there you go, guys. The Helifar B3 Epik. We tested out the 1 key to take off, 1 key to land. Also the return to home button, the failsafe return to home, and now the low voltage return to home. Just an awesome quadcopter. So that is it for now for the Helifar B3 Epik. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time.